Hello guys, and welcome back to Rule the Waves 3. In the last episode, we got some really nice things happening. We've only been at war for 4 months, but that's not too crazy for the amount of time we've usually been at war. But we're at war with Italy again. We fought some pretty rough battles against them, being outnumbered, as you can see here. But France joined the war, and we got them for one very uneventful battle. And now America's joined the war. If we look at the relations here, you see Italy's at war with us, France, and America. And Spain has an alliance with America, so they might join soon as well. This changes everything. So we're no longer blockaded. They're blockaded. So that means they're going to start losing some VPs, maybe like 200-300 per turn just for being blockaded. We don't need to worry too much about like raiding, not that we really had that capability to begin with, but now we really don't need to do it because the blockade is taking care of it for us. So basically submarines can be swapped onto fleet support now because, well, there's nothing to raid. It's just fleet support at this point is all they're needed for. I've also learned some things about the game since the last time I played, namely that in a peace deal you can only earn at maximum a value of 10 in terms of how it handles numbers. So basically that translates to, I don't really know how much base resources from war reparations, but this value of 5 Sardinia, this would be half of it, which means in a peace treaty we would not be able to take Sicily. And I do want to take everything Italy has in the Mediterranean that's not home. West Coast is home and East Coast here is home, but these are not. I would like to take this because it would expand my own capabilities in the Mediterranean. If I had ports all over this place, then I would be able to operate with short range, fully, all over the Mediterranean, and that would be great. Sicily, though, is literally the only thing that's too valuable to fit in a peace treaty. I'm not quite sure how we'll get this one, though, just because if you try it, also, not only can I not get in a peace treaty, I literally can't invade it. Maybe there's some sort of technology associated with that later on. I'm really not sure. But I think that thankfully, let me turn on the invasion range. Yeah, we are in range of Sardinia. So hopefully with the help of everybody else, we could take Sardinia. I wouldn't want Eritrea. I don't want to leave the Mediterranean. But just getting the rest of it in war reparations would help us more in the long term anyway. This would be at least a good start to my goal, taking Sardinia. I'm not really sure how taking Sicily would go, if that's even possible, given its value. But if I set this as an invasion target, there you go. So it's costing quite a bit, but it is set as a target. We are going to need to take some things off construction here to really make this work. Namely, probably these 2 new dreadnoughts we're building. Their cost per month is very high. At least this second one needs to halt for now. We are finishing up some light cruisers that will earn us a lot of money back, but while we're paying for this, hopefully all of our allies will assist us in taking Sardinia, and then I could just get more war reparations at the end. Additionally, we've seen what importance Pola can have here, so I'm going to go and I'm going to build an airship base in Austria Hungary at Pola, so we can have some recon over there as well. And there's still the matter of having turrets, but I think for now, with our current finances, it's fine enough. Where is it? To just have all these 6-inchers. I'm unsure if I want to increase that amount, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here in Dalmatia. We have 4 in Austria Hungary. Don't really know what the optimal amount is, but I'm tempted to build at least one more 6-incher at this point, and then just add other ones later. Just one more 6-incher randomly. That's not insanely expensive. So I think I might do that. It's where a lot of the fighting's happening right now anyway. Yeah, let's go ahead and just add one more 6-incher for right now. And then we'll end the turn. And we have an enemy coastal raid. No, we have a coastal raid. And we're raiding the Italian East Coast. And these are the forces. Yep, nothing surprising there. Okay, I am really confused by this. It says we're expecting 1 enemy battleship, 1 enemy battle cruiser, 3 enemy light cruisers, and 4 destroyers, and yet I only have, apparently, 3 destroyers and a light cruiser. It's not like I have some sort of massive shortage of these things. Well, I guess in light cruisers I kind of do, but not in destroyers. What? And also, how would you even do a fucking coastal raid with a light cruiser? What is this battle? This is fucking weird. Well, this is a very mobile force, so I guess I'll just accept it anyway. We don't need to do, like, amazingly here. Destroy one bombardment target. You now have reconnaissance aircraft at your disposal. You can control this search pattern. Here you can also set the strength. Oh. I do? Oh, wow. I do. So we do have some sort of support force over here of heavy cruisers, as well as some destroyers for them. But they're under AI control, and I cannot actually control them at all. So this is still all I'm working with. And apparently, according to these guys, they see an enemy pre-dread over here heading up in this direction. I don't know how to feel about that. But I'm over here with them, so I see what I'm starting to see what they see. They see apparently 2 battleships going this way. We just see enemy heavy cruisers here. It's a very, very strange situation. I don't really understand what's happening. Well, I haven't seen a single battleship, but these heavy cruisers have started firing on the enemy Pugila class armored cruisers, or our armored cruisers versus theirs. These ones are way more modern than mine, and I'm a single light cruiser, not really sure what kind of difference I can make, but we'll see. It's not really reporting any hits to me, but I can see here that our lead heavy cruiser, or lead armored cruiser, is taking some flotation damage pretty much already, and there's not a whole lot that I can do about it because they're under just permanent AI control. But I have gotten in range now, and I can see this enemy Pugila class, Puglia, I don't know how to say this, but they're slowing down. And so hopefully that's a good thing. And so if I get in here now, and then, you know, maybe, oh no, they sped back up again. Never mind. I think these ships are here guarding a transport, because this appears to be a slow-moving transport way the fuck over here. I'm not really seeing any other enemy ships, but I've gone ahead and I've gotten pretty damn close to this enemy armored cruiser, which is a little slower just because of the speed it has to move at. The armored cruisers are kind of following me in here, shooting their guns, and I've got my destroyers set to do things. And we're just here chugging along. We outrun this tremendously. We're dealing a lot of damage. Our direct ships, I don't think are taking much damage. This is the only one I have that really matters. So that's the one I gotta really watch. The armored cruiser isn't in my job, or in my control, really. This does move really fast, though, to be honest. Ooh, they got a near miss, but, ooh, that near miss did some structure damage. Unless they got another hit in that I didn't see. But this one is just completely branching off. The destroyers are kind of doing their own thing here. Our fore aft hull was hit. More structure damage only. It's only structure damage, and this guy's kind of starting to turn away from us as they turn towards this merchant class that's just kind of chilling. This is a weird back and forth, and I don't think it's going to be too positive for us, honestly. I don't know, like, what this setup is. This enemy Puglia, this is kind of turning into me a little bit. It's getting very close, and now it's just starting to swing around a little bit. It doesn't know where to go. You could tell, it has no idea where to go or what to do. But I'm pretty much right next to this thing. It says it suffered medium damage, so that's a good sign. And now we're going pretty much along it, getting pretty close to that merchant ship. There's an enemy 6-inch coastal battery, unfortunately. Splinters damage hull. That coastal battery can be a problem to us, and we're starting to take flotation damage. This could really not end well. I'm not entirely sure what to do. Like, I've never gotten a thing like this where we just had such few ships. We're hitting it. These guys are going to take care of this one. Hopefully we could do something here. If there's a torp away, I mean, that would be pretty sweet. Yeah, we're launching torpedoes. That's smart. We're also taking hits. And it's really going up, those hits. I don't know how we're ever going to bombard a coastal battery. Oh, that's a miss. Yeah, that's a miss. I don't know how we're going to bombard a coastal battery and do sufficient damage to it, quite frankly. It does not seem possible with this setup. We have just a single light cruiser. Like, this is pretty bad. What I'm going to do instead is just let the destroyers go after this limping, now heavily damaged Puglia class. They have the orders to try. And I'm going to go after this enemy merchant, which is probably their job to defend. It's probably what they have to do is defend this. I just have to make sure we don't start taking a fuck ton of flotation damage. If we kind of turn up here, it's trying to turn away from us. Just kind of follow it up. The destroyers are being kind of hesitant to get near that 6-inch battery, which is understandable. Oh, this merchant ship is heavy damage on fire already. That's pretty understandable. This enemy armored cruiser is coming towards us again. If we go ahead and we just head north like this, we're starting to lose max speed, unfortunately. Flotation damage not actually getting much worse at all. This thing is just definitely dead. Heavy damage and on fire? Yeah, I mean, it's dead. The armored cruiser of ours has just kind of gone and fucked off. Not a whole lot that I can do about that. Oh, the destroyers got dangerously close to over here. How about, alright, you guys, you just come here. You come here, because at this point, you are ridiculous in how far away you are. What is this? I wonder. I'll be amazed if one of these doesn't die. You think this might be another enemy merchant? It's an enemy destroyer? That could be a merchant. It's so close to port, though. It's so close. But it could be some decent damage that we could do. If it doesn't immediately go into port, that is. Which it might. Well, we're opening fire on whatever it is. Our total damage values are going down, which is good. Let's lower our speed a little bit more. And just kind of follow after this. Our destroyers are limping back to us. That's an enemy corvette. We can't go into that blue. Because it's a minefield. We'll literally just die. And there's not a lot I could do to hurt this because they're just hiding in their port. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, yeah. Okay, well that's basically that. I think our armored cruiser would win against this enemy armored cruiser that's just way out here. Oh, but it's turning back to us. All right, well, not a lot happened through the rest of that. So we did sink that one transport ship. They did somehow get a torpedo, yeah, into a destroyer of ours. I don't know if it's one of the one with the armored cruisers, I guess. It really sucked not having a lot of control over that. It was considered a draw. We earned similar VP. That's better than just handing them 800 VP for nothing, so I guess I'll take that. Yeah, we lost the destroyer Tartara or whatever. Just got fucking torpedoed, probably by a sub or something. I don't really know. It was very weird, again. We got a new light cruiser made. That's good. Clearly we need them. One of our corvettes has sunk an enemy submarine. That's gotta be good. Enemy is getting VP from trade warfare. Got 30, sinking one friendly merchant. They have 25 operational subs. That's crazy. They sank 5 of our merchant ships. But apparently they only sank one friendly merchant? I don't really understand that. 1, 5. Oh, the rest of them might be surface ships. They're not submarines. Yeah, a raider, surface raider did that. Okay. Okay. But we get 280 for the blockade of the enemy, so we're really outpacing them there. They might just lose from unrest as time goes on anyway. We did have another light cruiser that just wasn't there. The Jupiter, which is what this whole class is, named after. This one got torpedoed in a battle last episode, and I realized something. Probably the only reason it survived is because I gave it 2 torpedo defense. That's probably the only reason that it survived, which I find to be pretty interesting. Our troops are already embarking for the invasion of Sardinia. That was fast, and we have a fleet battle, invasion battle. This could be kind of crazy. Hopefully we get more than a light cruiser this time. Or we're not winning this. Holy motherfucking shit! Oh my god. Okay, so we have 2 groups we can control. The battle cruisers got their own scout force, which is good, and a gigantic destroyer screen. That means I can use them relatively independently. We can add 1 ship as well. I might add the missing battle cruiser. But our main force got our pre-dreads, the weak ones. These are the weak pre-dreads, the 13,000 tonners. But we also got a French dreadnought division. 3 French dreadnoughts coming in with their own support. I might try to tell that to screen if possible. We have an armored cruiser division of our own. Our 2 available light cruisers. The other one's working up. More destroyer groups. A lot. It's like all of our destroyers, it feels like. It's basically all of our destroyers. Don't think any of them or anybody else. Like, I think France is literally only contributing, like, the dreadnoughts and this, but dreadnoughts, that's really good. That's really, really good. Thank you, France. I will add a ship. Select a division. I did! No ship of that type available to add. Oh, it's repairing. Oh. Can we add another pre-dread? Nope. Oh. There's like no ships of anything I can add, except I just noticed down here. Wait, what the fuck? Maybe it was incorrect. Okay, it was. Okay, so we can add our other 13,000 tonner pre-dread, but I just noticed as well that there's a second battle division down here, and this has our better pre-dread. So what I'll actually do is we'll just add another better pre-dread here. It doesn't really matter which one it is. We'll just add the Monarch. Add up to one ship. Yep. Nothing else we can do then. Yep. So we got another one of our pre-dreads and a better one. We're going to be led by some pretty terrible pre-dreads. Maybe the way to fix that is to assign something to Fleet Flag in the Division Editor. It probably is. It's too late for this right now, though. This is very important. This is very important, this invasion. One destroyer unable to take part. That's fine. Look at this massive fucking force, man. So here's our BC. The scout force has deployed with these merchants. That's interesting. These French pre-dreads, or dreads actually, their crews are getting better than that last battle we did. They have 12 11-inch guns in an interesting wing design here. Double wing, I guess. Pretty damn nice armor. This is better than like all the pre-dreads I have, and it weighs more too. So, whew, these guys are going to be up front. Yeah, these guys are going to be up front. As best as I can get them up front. I wonder if I could have added more to the French. I didn't even think to try that. That would be funny, though. I'm gonna change the French destroyers to screen their dreads. We have decent screen and everything everywhere else, to be honest. I think I'll have these ones just... These destroyers back here, they could just support our better pre-dreads. I wish you had more control over just everything here. Just like not getting to pick my own formation as easily. That kind of sucks. Division's under AI control, so I can't even change this one. This one is screening this. I guess these are just here to escort the merchants. So the goal is to get 4 of these merchants over here. And they have to then land there. So I'm going to send the main force up. Oh, we have some armored cruisers up here as well. Oh, they're in a really weird formation. Let's get them into a not weird formation. Lead formation, scout. No, we'll just have you be, let's say, independent. Let's put you in line ahead, my armored cruisers. And there is also the light cruiser as well. We're just going to head forward towards this point until we see something, and then maybe try to turn those French ships on it. In that case, I might actually... They go 20? I'm going to send the French ships a little bit faster so they can get ahead. I did customization of this last time, though I didn't show it up very much. We do have some ability here to do some scouting, as we can see. I'm going to lower the distance to kind of just the relevant combat area. Maybe extend the radius a little bit. But the recon seems to focus around us. I believe our recon is probably going to be, yeah, from Algiers, if I had to guess. I don't really fully understand how this shit works. But you can identify where they... Oh, you can really identify where they are. But ours is really far away, so I believe if anyone could help us, it's going to be the one from Algiers. But maybe they won't even do that. Regardless, we have encountered some enemies, and I'm starting to do things to get ready to deal with them. Let's turn you guys back. I had them going to reunite with the whole fleet, basically. The main group and the light cruisers ahead, they're just kind of going in cruise for right now. I'm speeding up the French to get them into a firing range. I'm also speeding up our stronger pre-dreads, using them as like a frontline force. They're already turning away like, oh god, we can't deal with this. Cruising the battle cruisers ahead to keep track of the merchants, because this whole mission is about getting those merchants there. One thing is just that we started so far away. Also, those ships ran away from me. We started so far away that it's like the merchants are going to take forever getting over here. There's a very long time for this mission. We have tons of time that we can use, but also it's just like, goddamn, we've like accidentally, to some extent, gotten ahead of a lot of these merchants, and I've had to just progressively slow down the battle cruisers to stop doing that. And we're about to be at the invasion point with all these guys, and that will be very weird to maintain. But it seems like the bulk of their forces are probably going to be to the south of us, so I'm probably going to try setting up some kind of patrol facing south. Okay, something has occurred. Apparently, there's an enemy transport over here? This has to be like a destroyer or something, right? I don't see how this can just be a normal transport. We'll send the armored cruisers kind of like in its way. Main force will keep going up normally, and the French are just going to keep going towards it. The battle cruisers are pretty far behind, but that's fine. This is our max spotting range on our main ships. If this really is a merchant, it's fucked, dude. Because it's already in range of these battleships. It's so tiny. Destroyer, signals misunderstood. I have to watch the range. We cannot exceed a certain range from our main battleships. Oh, there's a ton of enemy ships around the landing point. Okay. They've been sitting here, kind of waiting for us. Okay, so that potentially changes some things. These, what is all this? The light cruisers are here. Light cruiser just go this way with the armored cruisers. Either this is shooting us or it's being shot. I can't tell, but we still seem pretty sure that that is just a transport. We're gonna have to move up, certainly. Yeah, our own pre-dreads will kind of try to cut them off and move at Mach speeds. The French will kind of go down the center for now. Armored cruisers and light cruiser will be down here, and the Kaiser is just kind of gonna go in the middle. We don't actually really get very good feedback when the French do anything, but yeah, this seems to just be an enemy transport, and the French battleships are starting to pound it. I think I'll also go ahead and speed up my main group here. Oh god, they go so slow. They have no damage, but they just go so slow. 17, yeah, they haven't aged well. It's going to be everything they can do just to keep up. The battle cruisers are just guarding the merchants. I'm sending the light cruiser up, in fact. I think that will be better. Their whole fleet is right here. Their whole fleet is just hugging this. This has to be a stupid mistake. Like, there's no way this can be a smart thing for them to do. Okay, let's see here. The armored cruiser can really go take care of something as simple as a merchant. The big thing is going to be bombarding all of this crap, right? And so the French, we want the French in the front for reasons that I've already stated. So we're just going to actually turn the French up north. We can get a nice firing line on them in this general direction. And then the armored cruisers will be responsible for this merchant, because that'll be worth something. I have a feeling a lot of kills are going to be had here. Oh, they're all just turning kind of to face me. Let's go ahead and turn outwards, because we are in firing range. We're in firing range right now. Let's turn outwards with the French. Let's turn our own main dudes up. It's going to be a while still before the battle cruisers get here. This merchant is turning around. Oh, the armored cruisers aren't even going their max speed yet. Oh, that's fine. Right, these French battleships and their 11-inch guns, these are what we're hoping will do well, but our main pre-dreads are up front as well. Again, I don't think we're going to get a lot of reports if the French get hit, so we're going to have to kind of keep track of them manually, but you can see the fire is fire. Look at them, man. They're all just there. It's not nighttime, so doing a massive destroyer attack would be maybe a little difficult right now. So we don't really want to do that. Let's increase this light cruiser's speed. We need to get ahead of these pre-dreads with it. There's something else up here to worry about. Well, this enemy merchant is sure getting hurt. Yeah, it's dead in the water already. It's already dead. Detach to pick up survivors? Sure. Yeah, why not? They might have some pre-dreads kind of going away from us, as we could see here. Whatever good that'll do. Let's angle upwards a little bit. We're going kind of max speed-ish, but Shouldn't be anything crazy. Our original pre-dreads are in the back. They're kind of just leading the group at the moment. Okay, they keep turning into us. Honestly, I feel like they wouldn't be able to do much if we just sent a bunch of destroyers at them, but it's not like they wouldn't be able to do anything. Oh man, these Frenchies, I'm giving them quite a dangerous job here. But I think they're doing fine. They seem to be doing fine. We'll turn a little bit with these guys. You just keep heading up there. Apparently, there's a Corvette there. Happily, we have killed someone. BB Regina hit. Regina's them. I don't have BBs. So that's good. They're just kind of going in a lot of circles as well, which certainly doesn't help them. And they're just, look at them. They're coming right at us. Our pre-dreads in the back are starting to open fire with their very limited 11-inch guns. Also, these ones have very limited 11-inch guns. So they kind of need to be closer than the French to really be effective. Which is why I'm trying to, like, squeeze them around here. It's kind of what I'm trying to do. And hope that that works. The French, these are our main gun dreads. And they're the ones that can take enemy fire as well. So far, they're not taking any hits, which is good. Our light cruiser will go after this Corvette with time. The armored cruisers are just kind of trying to catch up with the formation. Gonna get them with our main pre-dreads, and now they're just completely turning away from us. Our Radetzky has been hit in the aft/fore hull, potentially by this. Oh, now here's the thing, the whole group really just kind of has to stay together with the way this goes. They seem fairly focused on our guys, maybe. I'm not actually sure about that. But they're all turning away. And where are these guys? They're getting closer. We need to do a lot of damage. By the time they get here, I feel like it's gonna be nighttime, and that could be problematic. Let's see what happens if we go ahead and advance time here. There's tons of firing, tons of stuff happening. Achilles turret jammed. I'm turning the French dreads around to kind of stay tailing this massive big enemy fleet. Our pre-dreads are continuing the way they're continuing right now. The light cruiser I have going after this Corvette. Trying to do my best to keep the Kaiser group kind of just in the middle of everything, but that's going to be tough. Armored cruisers are finally in range to fire, but maybe not in the best way, because now they're just like the main target, you know, since the enemies have just turned around so much. But it means we're also getting some really nice, easy hits over here. Maybe in two ways, if you look at that Corvette as well. The Kaiser's going to have to turn around at some point. And right now would actually be a pretty good point to do that. Let's turn it around after the French ships. Get it turning. Don't know when I'm going to split these guys off. Because they're going to get out of range at this rate. Light cruisers, what formation are you in? I just realized you're in a screen. Let's put you in just line ahead. I did not realize I didn't already have you in line ahead. You guys are doing a lot of firing. You guys are kind of just out of range to really do any firing. I guess we should turn you guys around as well at this point. Yep. Destroyer division signals misunderstood. That's not too bad. And at this point, I think we just start... No, not yet, actually. Let them get a little bit further away. Ooh, we are not taking a lot of hits, but we are dishing out a lot of hits. Ooh, weather limits air operations. Yeah, it's like raining or something. Still about 4 hours till nighttime. Yeah, it's raining. Okay. Wow. These are also going to need to start turning around as well. But I think we have a nice full episode here. We're gonna have to pick this battle up on the next episode, and let's hope that it goes well. For now, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.